What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Otto Wallin, Anthony Joshua. Get this. Otto Wallin explains why he should be front runner for Anthony Joshua. Heavyweight contender Otto Wallin is hoping to become the front runner opponent for Anthony Joshua. Planned return in early 2023. Joshua will be looking to bounce back after suffering back-to-back losses to Alexander Usyk. He was negotiating a fight with Tyson Fury, but we all know what happened. It fell through. Deadline was made, and they didn't make the deadline. So, Wallin gave Fury one of his toughest fights back in 2019, and Fury was forced to overcome several cuts, but he still won a 12-round unanimous decision. And Otto Wallin said this about Joshua. He said, "I think it's positive that my name is being mentioned, but I would like to be the front runner." He said, "I think Whyte is a good style for Joshua. He knocked him out last time. I don't think much has changed. A guy like Usyk is a terrible style for him because Joshua struggles with good boxers, and I'm a good boxer, and I'm a southpaw, so I think I give Joshua a better fight. I proved myself with Fury. I gave him a really tough fight, and he handled Whyte much easier than me. Judging from what I think, I'm a much better fight for Joshua, and we fought twice in the amateurs. I lost close decisions in fights that could have gone either way, and we've sparred before, so we know each other pretty well. And let me counterpunch." I think Otto Wallin for Anthony Joshua could be Joshua's so-called revenge on the southpaws. You know, if you're looking at some of the best southpaws, you think of Usyk, you think of Chris Bird, you think of Michael Moore. Those guys were slick, heavyweight speaking. And they know how to box. Most southpaws know how to box their ass off because they're looking at your stance in an opposite direction, in an opposite stance, so they see your power hand coming from the back end, from the back foot. Whereas you could say that's the same. The southpaws have a way of bending the matrix. There is no spoon, right? So it's like with Otto Wallin saying that, hey, I'm a good boxer, and I think he has problems with boxers. I think what he's trying to explain that he has a better chance of beating Anthony Joshua than making a better fight for Joshua. I think Otto Wallin should be, well, hey, I'm a southpaw. He fought a southpaw, and I think that I'm not as good as him, but I am a guy that gave one of the best fighters in the world a good fight, and I will give him one as well. If he went about it like that, he would be better off. Why? Because saying, hey, I think he struggles with boxers, so he should definitely fight me. Well, if they had problems or they wanted to build Joshua up, you're the last person that they would fight. But I agree with Otto Wallin. I think he should be the front runner. I wouldn't want to see another Dillian Whyte. He's right. There should not be any reason for Dillian Whyte to fight Anthony Joshua simply because, they both lost their last fight. But if they fight next year, I think it'll be a situation where it's either sink or swim for either guy. And I don't want to really pin those two against each other. I think both of those guys need to go their opposite ways. And then Otto Wallin should have the opportunity to fight Anthony Joshua, since Dillian Whyte pretty much closed the door on that opportunity for Otto Wallin earlier this year or this time last year. It was around this time frame where those guys were set to fight. And that was a fight that I was anticipating because I wanted to see what Otto Wallin can do with higher opposition or so-called better opposition. Because we don't know, because it's not enough boxers fighting each other. We have a lot of reruns, a lot of redos. Rematches for me only is warranted when it was one hell of a fight. Okay? But if you have a definite winner, especially by knockout, I wouldn't really want to see that ahead of a fight that's fresh, and two guys that's never been in the ring before. So I like Otto Wallin. I always thought that it was a cherry pick went wrong for Tyson Fury when they chose Otto Wallin because they figured he was tough, just like or not as tough like Tom Schwartz, right? So Otto Wallin, I feel, deserves an opportunity to fight Anthony Joshua, and he has a good enough name, so then they have a common opponent. We'll see what Joshua can do with Otto Wallin, contrast what Tyson Fury did with Otto Wallin. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think of Otto Wallin. saying and explaining why he's the front runner. You tell me what you think. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.